Good morning, class. I am Lakshman Singh with you with our remaining part of goods and services tax. Let us see some more questions based on GST. Let us take question number 8. A shopkeeper buys a machine at a discount of 20% from wholesaler. The printed price of machine is rupees 16,000 and rate of GST is 8%. The shopkeeper sells it to the consumer at the printed price. Calculate the price at which the machine is bought by the consumer. The CGST and SGST payable by the shopkeeper to the government. Assuming that all transactions are intrastate. Selling price for customer, that is printed price. So printed price is rupees 16,000. So tax paid by customer. Customer pays 8% of 16,000. Then output tax will be 1,280 rupees. 8% of 16,000. So amount paid by consumer. Consumer will pay 16,000 rupees plus tax 1,280. That will be 17,280 rupees. Cost price for shopkeeper is 16,000 minus 20% of 16,000. He is getting 20% if discount. So 16,000 minus 3,200, that is 12,800. So tax paid by shopkeeper will be input tax. So shopkeeper pays 8% of 12,800. So that is 1,024 rupees. Then tax paid by shopkeeper. How much tax will be paid by shopkeeper? This is his input tax. Then we found here output tax. That was 1,280. So tax paid by shopkeeper is output tax minus input tax. So 1,280 minus 1,024. So we get rupees 256. So CGST paid by shopkeeper. CGST will be paid half. Total tax paid by shopkeeper is 256. So half of this 256 will be CGST paid by shopkeeper and half will be paid as SGST. So that is 128 rupees. Let us take question number 13. A cycle manufacturer in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh sold a cycle to a dealer in Agra, UP for rupees 16,000. This cycle was then sold to a dealer in Ujjain, that is in MP, for rupees 17,500. If GST rate for cycle is 12%, find net GST payable at Agra and net tax credit, input tax credit for dealer in Ujjain. So input tax paid by dealer in Agra, that will be 12% of 16,000. Dealer in Agra purchasing from dealer manufacturer in Ghaziabad. So he will pay 12% of 16,000, that is 1,920 rupees. So input tax credit for dealer in Ujjain. So that dealer, how much he paid? 12% of 17,500. Dealer in Ujjain purchased for 17,500. So he will pay 12% of 17,500. So 2,100 rupees. This much will be input tax credit for dealer in Ujjain. Net GST payable at Agra. How much net GST will be paid? Means the dealer from Agra, how much he will pay? The dealer from Agra has charged 2,100 and he paid 1,920. So 1920 is his input tax and 2100 is output tax. So net GST is 2100 minus 1920, that is output tax minus input tax. So we get rupees 180. Let us take question number 14. In GST chain, a dealer, Mr. Shah, purchases an article for rupees 50,000 and supply it to another dealer, Mr. Paresh, at a profit of rupees 6,000. Mr. Paresh sells it to a consumer, Mrs. Gupta, at profit of rupees 4,000. If the rate of GST is 18% and all transactions were intrastate, so calculate input tax credit ITC, that is input tax credit for Mr. Shah, and input tax payable by Mr. Paresh, then total cost price of article for Mrs. Gupta, and output GST for Mrs. Gupta. So students, you all keep your books open, because when we will solve this question, so we are not going to see the question again because this page is over here. So input tax credit for Mr. Shah. So Mr. Shah purchased it for 50,000. So that is 18% of 50,000 will be the input tax credit for Mr. Shah, that is 9,000 rupees. Now input tax payable by Mr. Paresh. Mr. Shah sold it at 6,000 profit, means Mr. Paresh will purchase it at rupees 56,000. So input tax payable by Mr. Paresh is 18% of 56,000, that is 10,080 rupees. Mr. Shah will pay the tax 10,080 rupees. Then total cost price to Mrs. Gupta. Mrs. Gupta buys it for rupees 60,000. So plus 18% of 60,000 will be the tax. So that is 60,000 plus 10,800. So Mrs. Gupta will pay rupees 70,800. Output GST for Mrs. Gupta. So you see, output GST, Mrs. Gupta is the end user. If Mrs. Gupta is not going to sell it, so she will not charge any GST. So output GST for Mrs. Gupta will be 0. End user pays the output GST. The output GST for any end user or the consumer is 0. Let us take question number 16. Mr. Batra, dealer in Hisar, Haryana, purchased blankets worth rupees 2 lakh. He sold 50% of these blankets to a dealer in Panipat, Haryana for rupees 1,30,000, and rest of the goods remain in stock. If the GST rate is 5%, find the excess credit of CGST and SGST to be carried forward. So you see, input tax credit ITC by Mr. Batra. Mr. Batra purchased for 2 lakhs, so 5% of 2 lakh, that is 10,000. Then output tax collected. Mr. Batra sold for 1,30,000. This much material is sold. So 5% of 1,30,000, that is 6,500 rupees. So excess tax credit. How much is excess tax credit? He has already paid 10,000 and now he has output tax collected is 6,500. So that is 3,500 is excess tax collected. Now this is total tax. Half will be excess credit CGST. CGST will be half of the total tax credit. So 35,000 divided by 2, that is 1,750, and excess credit SGST will be half of this again, 1,750. Let us take question number 18. A wholesaler in clocks in Jaipur, Rajasthan, purchased a vintage clock for rupees 2,000 and supplied it to a dealer in Ratlam, MP. This clock was sold for rupees 24,000. This clock was sold by Ratlam dealer to an end user in Delhi for rupees 3,000. If the GST rate is 18%, find the net IGST, CGST and SGST payable by Ratlam dealer. Cost price for the watch for the end user in Delhi. So let us see between Ratlam and dealer and end user, that is interstate transaction. Ratlam dealer is from MP and end user is from Delhi. So IGST, only IGST will be charged, that is 18% of 600. 600 is the profit of Ratlam dealer. So tax charged on profit is called tax due, that is called tax liability. So IGST, liability of IGST for Ratlam dealer is 18% of 600, that is 108 rupees. No CGST, 0. SGST, 0, because it is interstate transaction. Cost of the clock to end user, and end user has purchased it for 3,000. So 3,000 plus 18% of 3,000, that will be tax. So that is 3,000 plus 540, that is 3,540 rupees.